Hey guys, it's Tamara from the future. Welcome to my channel. My channel primarily focuses on beauty, a little bit of lifestyle, a little bit of fashion, and the reason this is being shot in the future is because I realized I didn't have a proper intro for my first video. The reason that you will hear me speaking in a lot of past tense is because I shot a couple videos before I landed on one I was actually comfortable with putting out, and I shot these a while ago, so now I'm finally just ripping off the band-aid and going for it and putting it out. I'm by no means a makeup expert, I'm just someone that enjoys makeup. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Now, onto the video. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be focusing on eyes. Once again, I saw a really cute look on Instagram that I really wanted to try. Going to try the Lancome Tint Idol foundation again today because I feel like I didn't get like the best wear out of it to determine if it's my shade or not. But today, main focus once again is going to be eyes, just working on perfecting eyes. So keep watching if you're interested. Alright, so to get started, starting with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. Put this all over my face here. I know some people don't believe in primer, but I feel like there's benefits. I could be wrong. Just going with what I'm told because I'm not an expert, but I mean, I feel like it makes it a little more tacky, but I definitely could be wrong with that as well. Before I forget, I'm gonna do my eyebrows first because that is something that I often forget. Using the ColourPop Precision Brow in Banging Brunette, I think is what it is. Just going in. So because I've been working so much, I've been starting to develop some dark circles under my eyes. Which tends to happen when I'm just like not getting good enough sleep. So I'm going to go in with the True Complexion HD Corrector from Black Radiance. I don't know what color this is in, but it's obviously more in orange because that's what works with my skin tone. Going in under the eye here. Try this Lancome Tint Idol again. I think I'm saying it right. So this is in the shade 460, I believe. 460 Suede W. I'm actually going to try it with a brush today because I'm going to start with one. Because I feel like maybe I didn't do it justice when I used a sponge last time. I feel like when you use a sponge, obviously it like sucks up more, so you like don't get like the full feel of how it actually like looks on your skin. Like I feel like it's just blended in. I don't know if really well is the word, but I feel like it blended in like pretty well. I feel like the more that I put on, the better I can see that I think it's my shade. I'm gonna go with it. I think it's more like a winter spring shade though, like in the sense that like I haven't had a lot of sun. Like if I went out and got more sun, this might not be my shade anymore. I don't really like using a brush for concealer. I don't know why. I'm sure it would give it more of like a pop, which is what I should be going for. But I'm basic, so I think that's why I don't hate the full coverage look. I just like the more like, oh, she has makeup on, but it doesn't look like a ton. It just looks like it looks good. That's what I really like. LA girl. So the OG when you first start doing makeup, I feel everybody goes and gets this. Go in here, contour a little bit. Here. Alright, so I'm gonna keep blending this out here. I mean, this maple isn't terrible. I just think that it would add more if it was a brighter color. I feel like it just gives me like more dimension, which I feel like that's really what makes makeup look like so good, is when it looks like people don't just like look flat. It looks like dimensional. Like it looks like it gives life to the face. I guess is the best way that I can say it. So I feel like that's why I should probably go lighter on my concealer, because like this kind of just blends in with the foundation shade that I do have. I've noticed that it just doesn't give me that like highlighted look that I would like really like, that really just sets the look off. So I definitely need to invest in a lighter shade with my concealer. I'm just gonna blend out this contour here. So this is in the color Chestnut. I honestly don't usually contour. Like, I don't know why. I'm just so simple that sometimes I'm just like, I don't wanna be like so extra, but I don't think it's, I think I make it more extra than it needs to be in my head. But like, I've been watching more makeup videos of just like people's different methods, and I just see like, I say like a lot. I see how much better it looks when you do all those like extra steps. So I think even like my day-to-day, I'm gonna start incorporating that, because it just looks better. Like even now, it's just like giving dimension. Blend it out the best. So that is all blended out. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Bakery powder in yellow. And speaking of powders, I've actually been looking to invest in a new one. So I'm using this Real Techniques powder brush that I actually never used before. So let's see how this goes. Maybe it just like won't soak up as much as a regular brush. So I'm actually looking to invest in another powder, because I feel like without my under eyes a little too much. So I'm thinking about trying to get another powder. I saw the Huda Beauty was on sale the other day, and I was super tempted to get it. I was super tempted to get it, but I just didn't see enough reviews on it to think that that would be a better option than the Beauty Bakery. Obviously, everybody talks about the Laura Mercier, and she came out with a new shade in Honey. I personally like the banana powder look, so I'm thinking about investing in that. Otherwise, I don't know what else I would try. Yeah, I don't know what else I would try. I mean, I see people talking about stuff, but like when I've been looking for a new setting powder, I just haven't seen people talk about other ones outside of Laura Mercier. A little bit of Huda. I guess some people. Oh, I guess the pepper's true. Some people still not still. Some people wear that. A lot of people talk about that one and like how fine the powder is and how it looks really good. So I don't know. I'll decide in the next couple of weeks. It being Labor Day, and there's a lot of sales, so I kind of want to take advantage of that because I will have a good sale. So what I use for bronzer, which actually smells really good, is this Blended Ultra Matte Bronzer in medium from the Revolution Glow. This is pretty new. Saw a lot of people doing a lot of reviews on matte. Yeah, and I really liked it. I think I'm actually going to keep a little bit of extra powder under my eyes, just to help with any fallout that I do have, because I'm using a little bit of glitter. So I'm sure there will be some fallout. Alright, so I got a little bit of concealer on the eyes, and I'm probably going to add that. So again, concealer onto my eyes. So we can start this look. Alright, so I think I'm going to use like, I'm going to go between like a couple different palettes. I'm going to incorporate some blue again, because you know I love a blue. So I actually really like the browns in the CoverGirl TRUNAKED Peach Punch. So I think I'm going to start with that around my crease first. So the look that I'm going for has like a nice blue in it. So I'm going to be using that ColourPop color again. So this is that Wet n Wild brush, the shadow brush that I was talking about that I love. It blends out like really great. I don't have color names, but I was just using like a darker brown, and now I'm going to go in with this like lighter brown here onto my eyelids. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush. This is a crease brush as well. So let's just focus on one eye first, and then, you know, move over to the other one. So I think I'm just going to put it all over my eye here. And then I'm just going to do like a little halo eye situation for this all makes sense. So last week I used a lot of like the VIII Cosmetics palette. And I found that by the end of like the day, it was like muddy and like, I don't know, it wasn't as present as it was when I first applied it. So as much as I like that Love in London palette, I just feel like those shadows don't really hold up in comparison to like some of like these like higher end ones, which is kind of what I'm worried about with like using the CoverGirl for the transition shades, is that it's not going to hold up the way that I would like it to. So I think I'm going to use this Too Faced Razzle Dazzle eyeshadow palette to go in the center to give me what I'm looking for. Hopefully it gives me what I'm looking for as opposed to something else. So this is what the palette looks like. It's pretty. Looks a little chalky. Yeah, that looks like white basically. That's not gonna be good. I was trying to use this color because I'm going for more of a cream. I'm going for more of a cream. But that's not working, so let's just, I'm still so upset that I got this like corner out of it. You can't see it, but I can. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it. I know it's just gonna come across better. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. Kind of, not really, but we make it work, even when it's like not really what we're going for. We still make it work. I mean, someone started mowing their lawn, so that's cool. We appreciate that. We love the background noise. We applaud it. We bring it on. We thrive. I just want this to be a little bit more present than it is. Like, I want it to be like like you can see the gradients in the brown as opposed to like it all just looks like brown. That's not what I'm going for. But, you know, we make things work. We make things work as best as we can, because this is all a learning process. So back with blue, because I actually really like this color. This is that like blue that I'm going for that I really like. that I really would like to get my hands on. I mean, this is a good alternative. It's a little, I think it's like a little bit lighter than I would like. But that's okay. I think I'm gonna hold my eye, because essentially what I'm doing is lining my eye with this blue. This is more of like a precise brush, so that's why I thought it would be better to use something that I would typically use for my eyes, or typically use for my brows on my eyes instead. Because the other one that I tried to use is a little too big. I don't know if this is turning out how I would like it to turn out. Isn't that the beauty of makeup? Is that it doesn't per se turn out. I think I'm gonna use different brushes on the other side too. Because it doesn't like per se turn out the way that you always want it to turn out. You just like kind of rock with it and make it work. I'm gonna go in one more time with this color from the, going all over my eyelid, with Ginger from the Jackie Aina palette, which we love as well. I think that palette and the Pat McGrath palette are my favorites. The Divine Rose too. I keep saying like the Pat McGrath palette, like there's only one, but she has several. The Divine Rose 2 and the Jackie Aina palette are definitely my favorite. I love pinks. I love golds. Those are like my go-tos. Also, what I'm trying to get away from by doing things like this. So I'm going back into the, that was really loud, sorry. I'm going back into the Divine Rose 2 palette. I think the one that I'm using, the color I'm using is Skin Show Rose Opal, is what I'm using, kind of in that like halo eye area. What I do love about higher end palettes is just that they show up. They show out. Like, no knock to like these other palettes that I'm using, but like pigment with these higher end palettes. Like, when you start using them, it's like almost hard to go back to like, I'm trying not to say that palette because that palette's pretty good. So like the COVERGIRLs and the just like the more drugstore ones. There's absolutely nothing wrong with drugstore because that's where I started, and then I've slowly started building on my collection. But like once you start using like the high end ones, just like how it like feels, it's lasting, like how long it lasts, all of that. It's just hard to go back to some of the drugstore ones because you're just getting so used to these ones. I don't feel like it's giving me the dimension that I would like for it to give me. And it's bumming me out. That's fine. We make it work and we move. So going back in with this ColourPop, basically to line my eye, called Coconut, using my Sonia Kashik brush. I feel like my eyes look a little bit different. Like, I feel like this side is more like, let me see, I feel like the halo part in the middle, the Pat McGrath in the middle is just like more spread out, and this side, it's like more focal, so I'm going to try and clean that up just a little bit. Or maybe I just need to add a little bit on this side. You can tell that they use like a little bit of like loose powder, like a loose glitter over like the transition in the middle. So I'm just gonna go in with the Divine Rose again with the Astral Pink Moon. Just kind of dab it. This is more glitter. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I like it. Yeah. They don't look the same side to side, but it's giving me that glitter look. With it. Alright, so eyes are done. Powder here. Wipe off any excess. Excess powder that I have on the nose. The brows are kind of running wild. I'm gonna put some more MAC Skin Mineral Live finish under my under eyes so it like pops a little bit. Filling some of these lines because I feel like that's part of the problem that I also have, and I feel like I don't know if it's like a beauty bakery thing or if it's like a me thing, because like after I put on, I just get like these lines underneath and put it in places that I don't have. These lines that I hate, and I don't know how to make them go away. So yeah. So next I'm going to put on some mascara so that I can put on some lashes. Y'all know I struggle with lashes. It is what it is. I wish I knew where my mascara was, because now I can find it. Going in with that using the Duo Blue. Gonna let that dry. I don't know how my base turned out. I feel like it looks like dimensional. Maybe it's because of the contour. I don't know. But maybe that's fine. But either way, I really like it. While this is drying, I think I'm going to put on some highlight. I know people don't wear highlight like that anymore. But I do. Because I still like it. I just like when you like turn and there's just like I love it. I don't care. So this one's actually my favorite. Yeah, I think this one's my favorite. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Chrome in the color Molten Gold. I also like when it's like right above. I also like when it's like kind of in under the eyebrow too, or it's just like a little like I just like what's maybe that's just me. I think it is just me. And then I'm just gonna put a little tiny bit with my finger on my nose. I think I put too much glue on. Maybe that's part of my struggle with lashes. I don't think that's what it is, but that's what I'm gonna go with because right now that's what makes sense to me. Alright, so I think it's dry enough. I'm gonna pull my mirror closer just so I can do this better. I'm very sad that I don't have mascara on. I feel like it looks so much better. Oh, there she goes. Attempt number 1. I probably have to go back in with the blue, because I misfire all the time with these lashes. So, ooh. I don't like it too much. But I'm happy with that. But I don't want to get too cocky. I don't want to speak too soon because we already know the other side. I guess it will get to you. So let's just see. The more that I practice this, I feel like the better that I'm getting at it. I mean, it's not like perfect, and I wouldn't say like I can like go and do somebody else's makeup and like have it look good. I mean, I know it looks for me, I know it looks good on me. But I feel like my lines are getting cleaner, and that's really exciting me. Even if I figure out my mascara. Like, ooh, girl. This is gonna hurt my mouth. And then I'm gonna light concealer. I'm gonna get a new setting powder. Why does it just like fly? I mean, like I don't understand. Where are you going? I'm gonna try to lower mascara and like mascara and honey. I've seen a couple reviews on that, and I think that might be a little because it will still give me that like yellow powder feel. I think I did it. Wow, look at me. Your makeup extraordinaire right before your eyes. That was only like 1-2 attempts. I'm just gonna go back in and add coconut. I think that's the look. I think that's it. I think we're gonna add some setting spray, some all-nighter setting spray, which I love as well. And I think that's it. I like to douse myself. I think it looks great when you douse yourself. And then you are just like refreshed and everything doesn't look so powdery. So this is the final look. I really like it. I think it came out a lot cleaner than I thought it was going to, and I think doing my eyes is getting like a lot easier for me. It's not the cleanest lines, but they're definitely getting cleaner. I think I'm gonna stick with this foundation shade. I really like it. I think it'll transfer from season to season. And getting my lashes on faster, that was like 1-2 attempts. I didn't have to get off camera this time to redo it. So we're making strides here. Making strides. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!